This class is from the Vibes program. This yoga program offers 5 unique classes, each designed to create a certain vibe or feeling that you may need that day. Click the link in the description to access the other classes in this program on YA Classes. I hope you enjoy this class. Hello and welcome to Energize. This is your upbeat flow, and this class is perfect anytime you're looking for a boost of energy to kick off your day or anytime throughout the day. I recommend this when you're first getting up in the morning or maybe as a lunch break flow. Anytime you want some energy, this is going to be your class. All you need for today's practice is your yoga mat, but if you'd like to keep a couple yoga blocks on hand, of course, feel free. Let's get started. We are going to begin our practice with breath of fire pranayama. This is a fun pranayama. It really kicks up our energy levels and you're going to feel it. So this is an equal inhalation and exhalation, both taken forcefully by snapping your navel in towards your spine. This is in and out through your nose and it sounds like this. So you can follow along, and when you're ready, join in with me, and here we go. Take a deep breath in to start and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all out. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose. Deepest inhale, deepest exhale. And now you can get back to your normal breathing, and let's come up to standing at the front of our mat. We're gonna get right into it with an energizing flow. So I love this flow. This is a flow I'll often do in the morning to get my energy levels up, and it's a several part series that we link breath with motion. I'll take you through it slowly to start. So you're gonna bring your feet to touch for this. Inner arches touching. Take a deep inhale breath, take your arms up overhead, and exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Find a halfway lift, inhale. And then as you exhale, you're gonna bend your knees, sweep your fingertips up, and use your inhale breath coming into a nice low chair. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, rise to standing. This time we're gonna add on a cactus arm back bend. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, bend your knees, and exhale into a nice low chair. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, fold, bending the knees, sweep as we inhale, rising up through chair. Exhale, sinking deeper. Inhale, stand. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. A few more times. Here we go. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Sink deeper on that exhale breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, sweep it up. Sink down low. Rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come up through center, and this time, exhale, guide your hands through heart. Take a breath here. All right, well, that was a good warm-up leading us right into Surya Namaskar B, which we'll begin now. So this is Sun Salutation B. With an inhale, take your arms up overhead, Utthita Hastasana. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, sink down low. Inhale, rise through standing. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, palms plant as you jump or step back, plank pose. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, right foot up between your hands, level with your right thumb. As we pivot the back heel down and inhale your arms up for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Settle into your front knee with that exhale breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, palms plant. Right foot steps back. Take it through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step walk or jump top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Utkatasana, sink down low. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, palms plant, jump or step back, plank pose. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, up between the hands. Pivoting the back heel down. Inhale, warrior 1, arms up. Staying for the exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Take it through your flow, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Bend your knees, step walker, jump. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart. Let's go one more time each side. Here we go. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale. Exhale, palms plant. Lowering down. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, arms up, warrior 1. Stay for the breath. With your next exhale, palms plant, framing your right foot. Right foot steps back. Flow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot up between your hands. Warrior 1, inhale, breath. Settle in with the exhale. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your palms. Left foot steps back. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step walker, jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, center. And exhale, hands to heart. Great job. Take a breath here. So good. Next inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Take a little halfway lift. And this time we're going to plant the palms and just step the left foot back. Now take a breath here. Lift your heart forward, palms, fingertips, or you could grab 2 blocks like so to frame the front foot if you'd like. Now take another breath here. And then we'll plant the left palm inside of the right foot, right arm lifting. Good. One breath here. Try to spiral your heart up and over the right quad, twisting from the middle part of your spine. Good. Now from here, we're going to inhale to extend the right arm forward. And we're going to do a little flow where we come onto the outer blades of both feet. So with your exhale, pivot onto the outer blades of both feet as you send your right arm behind you. Inhale, shift back onto the ball of your back foot, onto the bottom of your front foot as your right arm reaches forward. And with your exhale, we pivot once more. Reach back and come forward. Inhale. Reach back and come forward. Inhale. Last time. Exhale, reach back, pivot. Inhale, come forward. Good. Hold this time. Now, really active through your core, we're going to add on. So we're going to launch off the back foot and use an exhale to crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend and land. Exhale, crunch. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. This time, plant your right hand to frame your front foot and lift into standing splits. We're going to keep our hips squared for this. Left toes pointing straight down, hands resting to the mat or to blocks. As we breathe in and out and give that right hamstring some love. Good, nice deep breathing here. Awesome job. Now from here, slowly step your left foot back, coming back to where we started in that low lunge. Plant your palms, right foot steps back to meet it. Lower down through your chaturanga, releasing to the top of the feet. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale breath with me. Deep exhale. Good. Now with your next breath, we're going to take the left leg skyward. Inhale. And exhale, step it up between your hands, coming into low runner's lunge, side 2. So take a breath here. Palms, fingertips, or hands to blocks, framing the front left foot. Settle in. Good. Now with your next breath, let's plant the right palm inside of the left foot, left arm lifting, revolve. Sending your gaze to your top left fingertips. And then with your next inhale, we're going to send the left arm straight forward, send your gaze straight forward, and here comes our outer blade flow. So inhale at the front. Now with your exhale, pivot onto the outer blade of both feet, send your left arm behind you, gaze follows. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, pivot back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll stay facing forward. Great job. So from here, engage your core. Take an inhale breath, reach. And with your exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Challenge yourself to maintain your stability and move with control for 3. Crunch for 2. And 1. Great job. Hands frame your front foot. Lift into standing splits. Side 2. Palms on the mat or to 2 yoga blocks. Hips are squared. Right toes pointing straight down. If your hips had headlights on them, both of those headlights would be shining down on your mat right now. Let your head hang heavy. Breathe in. And out. Nice work. From here, we're going to look slightly forward. We're going to slowly step the right foot back, moving any blocks out of the way if you have them, planting the palms, left foot steps back. Let's take it through your flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Take a few breaths here, deep and full, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Good. Now using your next inhale breath, we're going to take our right leg skyward and step it through the center of your hands. Now, with your inhale, lift into Alanasana, high crescent lunge, settling in to your front knee. Good. Now from here, lift a little higher through the fingertips. Keep your core engaged, rib cage is knitted together here. And then from your heart center, begin to lift your heart towards the ceiling. From here, you can interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. We're going to sink a little lower into our front knee and then reach the arms up and back, drawing biceps back by the ears. Sink in. Breathe. Good. All right, now from here, we're going to come through center, shoulders stack above your hips. We're going to pivot onto the bottom of the back foot, coming into warrior 1. Now, releasing your arms shoulder distance, engage your core, and then hinge forward as you sweep the arms behind you, palms facing down. Inhale, come all the way upright through the torso. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Inhale up, last time. Keep your core strong, keep your glutes active to protect your low back. And exhale, we sweep. Good. Now here comes a little balance challenge. With your inhale, pivot onto the ball of your back foot and slowly bring your left foot up to meet your right, arms up overhead. Hands coming through heart as we sink into chair pose. Weights in your heels sink down nice and low. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hinge your torso forward as we bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Guiding thumb knuckles into heart center, pull your left hip back slightly. Good. Now, you can stay right here in your twisted chair, or you have the option to try a fun little side crow. If you'd like to do that with me, you're going to bend your seat to your heels. You're going to plant your palms out to the right side of your mat. Now, you're going to make a shelf with your left elbow to your right knee, your right elbow to your right hip, as you slowly begin to lift the feet off the mat. Flex your toes for 3, 2, and 1. If you came into side crow with me, plant the feet. We'll come all the way back up and meet the twisted chairs. And then from here, we're going to lift the left heel as we step our left foot back into a revolved low lunge. Good. Unwind, coming through center. Take a breath. You earned it. Drop your back left knee down, release the top of the left foot to the mat. Take your arms up overhead and allow your hips to melt forward as you subtly engage through the core. Good. Now you can stay right here. If you'd like to add on with a bit of a deeper psoas stretch, we're going to bring the right hand to the back of the left thigh and lift the heart skyward. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Good. With your inhale breath, we'll come back through center, arms up overhead. And this time we'll hinge forward, planting the palms to frame the front right foot. And we'll take a well-deserved half split. Flex your right toes back towards your face. Now, I always like to tuck my back left toes and rest my seat to my back heel for a nice little foot stretch. Some people prefer to keep hip stacked over knee, and that's excellent also. So it just depends on what feels good in your body. You can try that out for yourself. We've got a few deep breaths wherever you are. Good. One more breath. With your next inhale, let's pull forward. We'll plant the palms. We'll send the right foot back. We'll lower down slowly, chaturanga, and we'll inhale for upward facing dog. Take a breath. So good. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, exhale with me. Let's reset mind and body. So good. Let's go for side 2. Here we go. Left leg lifts. Inhale, breath. Exhale, step your left foot directly between your hands. Settle into your lunge as you inhale to lift. Arms up overhead, settling in to Alanasana, high crescent lunge. Take a breath here. Option to micro bend your back knee if that feels better on your lower back. Good. Now we'll interlace our fingers. Let's see if you're paying attention. Maybe opposite finger on top, opposite pinky and thumb on top. And then inhale, grow nice and tall. Exhale, gently lift your heart as you settle into the front knee. Keep your glutes active. Keep squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. This will help keep you stable. One more breath here. Good. And change. We'll come back through center, shoulders stack above your hips, releasing the arms shoulder distance as you pivot onto the bottom of your back right foot. Bringing left hip back, right hip forward, warrior 1, settle in. Good, now engaging your core. With your inhale, we're gonna hinge the torso forward as we sweep the arms behind us, palms face down. Inhale, take it all the way up overhead. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. This time we're going to hinge and hold. Here comes your balance challenge. We're going to pivot onto the ball of your back foot and then slowly bring your foot all the way to meet the left. Arms up overhead and use your exhale to sink down low. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Make sure your feet are touching for this variation. Sink down into your heels. Hands come to heart center. Breathe. With your next inhale, hinge your torso forward. Use your exhale to hook your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, twisting, ultimately guiding thumbs to heart center. Pull your right hip back. Now again, you can stay right here, or if you'd like to try side crow with me, here we go. We're gonna bend the seat down towards the heels, right elbow into left knee, left elbow creating a shelf with my left hip, planting palms as I begin to hinge my torso out beyond my fingers to lift my feet off the mat. Flex both feet if you're here. Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor is active and tight for 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet down to the mat. Let's meet our twisted chairs. Now, awesome job everyone. From here, let's lift the right heel. And nice and slow, keep everything engaged. We're gonna step it back to a revolved low lunge. Good, use your inhale to slowly unwind back through center and back knee drops. Release the top of the back foot, taking your arms up and overhead. You can stay here or guide your left hand to your back right thigh for a deeper stretch. Low core stays slightly engaged here. Breathe in and out. And change. We'll slowly come up and we'll slowly plant the palms to frame the front left foot as we come back into a half split. Your choice. Back right toes tucked, seat to heels, or again, hips above the knee. Your choice. Wherever you are though, flex those left toes back towards your face so you keep this leg active. Deep breathing. One more breath. Good. And then with your inhale, let's pull forward, plant your palms, and this time, we're just gonna step ourselves back into a tabletop position. Wag your hips side to side a few times. Good. And then maybe draw a couple circles, any pops, cracks, sound effects that may happen. It's okay, just breathe. And then we'll switch directions. Good. And then we'll meet back in center. And we are going to prepare for Ustrasana, a camel pose. So for camel, you're going to come up onto your knees. You want your knees wider than hip width distance apart. And then your feet are a little bit closer together. Now we're all going to begin by pressing our hands into our low back. So just like you're sticking your hands in your jean pockets. Now from here, as I press my palms into my low back, my hips press forward, my heart lifts, and then my gaze is going to trace along the ceiling. Glutes are active here. Now you can stay right here. This is plenty. If it's part of your practice and you would like to take it a little deeper, you can guide your left hand down to your left ankle, and maybe your right hand finds your right ankle. And if you find this is too much, just come out of it one hand at a time back to your lower back. Good. Now wherever you are, you're going to keep pressing the hips forward, keeping the glutes active. Gaze is on the ceiling. Breathe. Nice. Good. Now, if your hands are to your ankles, you're going to guide them one hand at a time back to your lower back, and then slowly lift up through center, and then mindfully guide your seat down to meet your heels. We're just going to bring the knees to touch in center and rest the hands, palms facing up, thumbs pressing into each other here, keeping your eyes open. Sometimes you might get a little dizzy after camel. It's a big heart opener, and it can work up a lot of energy. So take a breath here. Just breathe. Good. All right. Now, we're ready for our next pose. This is Sasangasana, or rabbit pose. It's a great counter pose to camel. So, the way we get into this is very important to watch if you're unfamiliar or need a little refresher on this pose, because once you're in it, you cannot move your head and your neck. So you need to keep your crown of your head planted and don't look around. So if you need to watch me, just watch me first, and then you can pause it and try it for yourself. So here's how we do it. We're going to keep this position with our knees touching. We're going to reach back and grab our feet. So my thumbs are on the outside and my fingers are on the inside of my feet. Chin tucks to chest. And then we're going to roll down forward nice and slow until the crown of your head hits the mat. So not your forehead and not the back of your head, just the crown of your head where you would wear a crown. Now from here, we're going to slowly walk the knees up towards the forehead. You keep your hands gripping your feet just like where you started, and then you're going to pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep breathing here. One more breath. And change. We'll bring our seat to the heels and we'll roll up nice and slow. At the top, you can just roll your shoulders out a few times. Rock your head from side to side. Great job. We're ready for our next pose. So our next pose is going to be wheel pose, or chakrasana. If this is not part of your practice, it's not available to you, or you'd prefer to skip it, no problem. Always honor your body, and you can take a bridge pose instead. So the way we get into either pose is we're going to turn around and come onto our seat. We're going to lie onto the back, and we want, for bridge, we want the feet close enough to your seat so you can graze your heels. Now for bridge, you're just going to press into the forearms and lift your hips. So you are welcome to stay here if you'd like. Otherwise, if you'd like to take wheel with me, we are going to plant the palms on either side of the ears. You're going to firmly plant through your feet, take an inhale breath, and with an exhale, you're going to press and lift up and away, pressing through the palms and the bottoms of your feet. Lift. Good. Wherever you are, breathe. We're only here for a few breaths. Good. Now, in either pose, we're going to lower down slow, one vertebra at a time, all the way onto our backs. Awesome job. Good. Now, wherever you are, we're going to hug our knees into our chest. Give yourself a great big hug. Squeeze tight. Good. Take one more. And now we're going to interlace our fingers beneath our right kneecap. Extend your left leg long on the mat. Flex your left toes back towards you. Now, we're going to draw our right knee out, around, and then up in towards our armpit. So I don't want you compressing directly over your chest, but more so pulling it up into the right side body. Good. Flexing both feet back towards your face. Take an inhale breath with me. And with an exhale, pull a little tighter. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Doing so good. One more breath. Awesome job. Now from here, we're going to take our left hand to the outside of the right knee and guide the right knee gently across the body. It doesn't matter if your knee touches the floor or not, and in fact, if you'd like to grab a block, a pillow, or a bolster and slide it beneath your right knee, that's fine. We're just going to cactus the right arm and slowly shift our gaze over the right side. Your left hand can rest gently on your right knee, or you can cactus it as well. And wherever you are, just try to keep both of your shoulder blades anchored to your mat. Good. And with your next breath, we'll come out of it. So we'll send the gaze forward. We'll extend the right leg long, and then we'll switch sides. So we'll guide our left knee in towards our chest, and let's switch up the grip again. So opposite thumb and pinky on top. It'll be the thumb and pinky that you don't typically put on top. And then we'll guide that knee out, around, and up in towards our left armpit. Flexing all 10 toes back towards your face. Deep inhale. Exhale, pull. Good. Deep inhale. Exhale, pull. One more time. This is called Ekapada Apanasana, or energy freeing pose. Quite appropriate for our class today. Good. Now with your next breath, we're going to take the right hand to the outside of the left knee as we gently twist that knee towards the right edge of the mat, cactusing the left arm and sending our gaze out over that left side. And again, your left knee can rest on a block or a bolster if you'd like. Your right hand can rest on top of the knee, or you can cactus it as well. Nice deep breathing, allowing the spine to decompress. With your next breath, send your gaze straight up. Unwind the left leg, extend it long, reach your arms up overhead, reach through the fingers, point through the toes, and let's end with a happy baby. So you're gonna grab the inner or outer blades of your feet and just pull the thighs down towards your mat. Now you can either rock side to side here, or you can simply choose to iron out your tailbone along the mat and statically pull your thighs and your knees down towards it. Wherever you are, flex your feet. Couple deep breaths here. Good. And then with your next breath, we're going to slowly make our way into our final resting shavasana. If you would like a little variation in your shavasana today, you can come into a reclined butterfly pose by bringing the bottoms of your feet to touch and allowing your knees to splay open. If you're here, you can just gently relax your arms down by your side. If you happen to have your blocks handy and you'd like to use them, you can place the blocks beneath your knees for a little added support. Pillows work well for this also, but if you don't have any props on hand, you can just relax the knees open and allow them to stay by themselves. And of course, if you choose a traditional shavasana, that is perfectly fine as well. Hands can rest over your heart and your stomach or relax down by your side. Let's take a deep inhale together and a deep sigh out. From here, relax into your natural breathing rhythm and allow everything to melt into the mat. Imagine as if you were a crayon and there is a tiny little heat lamp above you, ever so slowly melting you a little bit into the mat. Relax through your jaw. Soften and relax through your hips. And we'll stay here in silence for a few moments together. Now you are always welcome to pause the video and stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. In fact, I recommend you do so anytime you've got the time. If and when you're ready to come out of your Shavasana with me, slowly begin to deepen your breathing as you wiggle fingers and toes. If you are in reclined butterfly with any sort of props, you're just going to gently remove the props from beneath your knees And you're going to guide your hands to the outsides of your knees and gently help them meet in center as you heel toe your feet wide and let the knees cave inward to meet at the center for a moment. If you're in a traditional shavasana, go ahead and guide your knees up into your chest. Good. Now as you're ready, we'll bring the right arm up overhead and we'll gently roll onto that side. Your gaze is soft, your eyes can remain closed here as you take a final moment. And using your free hand with your next breath, we'll gently press ourselves up to seated. As you arrive, use your inhale breath to take your arms up overhead, and exhale your hands to heart center. Bowing, we say, Namaste.